Welcome to another scoring vlog. It's been a while since I've made one on the channel. For the past several months, I've been working on a course for learning Dorico as a beginner from scratch. And I've been developing this course since late September, and it took a long time putting together the curriculum and then writing the scripts and deciding what I was going to talk about in every single lesson, and then ultimately shooting all of the lessons, and then ultimately editing all of the lessons and then packaging it all together. So it took a long time, but it's finally live. The Dorico Beginner to Pro course is up at learndorico.com. So if you're interested at all in learning Dorico, then check that out. I put a lot of work into that, and I'm planning on making it continuously better so that it's the best that it can possibly be. But check it out. I launched it as I'm recording this today, and it's 20% off for a limited time. And there's a 15% exclusive discount to Dorico software. So if that interests you at all, check it out, learndorico.com. Okay, so working on that course, I really wanted to get it out and done, so I was putting all of my time into it, and it took a long time, it took a lot of hours, but finally I'm able to get it out, and all I want to do now is just get back to writing music. That's what I want to do. So I've decided to just sit down today and spend time on a symphony that I'm writing. I've only written like 8 measures so far, and it's mostly a concept that I have in my head, not completely fleshed out, but I do have an idea of how I want to approach the symphony. If you don't know, I've already written the symphony. It's called Theseus and the Minotaur. You can find a recording of that on this channel, and I'll link it here as well. And that was my first symphony, and I learned a lot writing it, but I've grown a lot since then as well. So I feel a little bit more mature in my writing and orchestration, and I feel ready now to tackle a second symphony. However, this isn't being commissioned by anybody. I have no deadline to hit this, so I'm just gonna write this whenever I have the time to. I'm gonna maybe try to like carve out some time here and there, but it's not a priority. However, to get my artistic muscles and juices flowing, I want to work on this. So that's what I'm doing today. I hope all of my American friends had a good Thanksgiving. Come here. Come say hi to everybody. Come here. Come here. Ole. She's been a very sleepy girl today. It's been a few days since I was able to update the vlog, but now I'm getting back to some of the band music that I've been working on lately. I am making a concerted effort into writing and releasing much more band music. I'm also in the process of finalizing a commission with a school for a piece for their end of the year concert, so I'm anticipating that that'll be fun, but I have a bunch of other pieces that I want to work on that I want to release before I do all of that. So for the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna really crunch and work as much as I can to work on these pieces. So I have this one that's essentially finished. Only problem is I want to rework some of the sections. I think the form is a little weak, kind of too repetitive, and I need to figure out an intro and an ending, which I had an intro originally, didn't like it, so I scrapped it, came up with a different idea, and I like it better. but it's still missing some sauce. So that is going to be what I'm trying to figure out today. Okay, so I've been writing for a while now. I think I'm going to go play some video games. I found that when I have written music for a while, my mind is going a million miles per second with all of the creative decisions that I make, I suppose, when I write. And I just sort of need to like decompress in a way. And I found that if I do something pretty unrelated to composing, then that helps me to relax. So I've sort of discovered that gaming is the way that I can do that. I'm not a serious gamer by any means. I like single story, open world, story driven games, and I find them more chill. I can go at my own pace, and I just like to take it easy with a game. Every once in a while, I'm not very good at being consistent with the games that I'm playing. So I'm gonna close this, shut it down, go downstairs and play some God of War, because I haven't picked up that game in a long time and I have to continue with the story. So let's go do that. Okay, I'm back and I have a little time to write, so I'm going to come back to that piece that I was working on, the one that's almost finished, the one that needs an ending and an intro. Now, something I know a lot of composers do is finish the ending, the outro, or like the conclusion of the piece first. And I didn't do that with this, but I at least can figure out how I want to end this, and that can maybe inform how I begin. So let's see. So I have this figure in the low brass. This is getting really close. I'm digging it a lot. I think what I'm gonna do with this is first send it to one or two band director friends of mine who teach this grade level to get their input on some of the brass stuff specifically. I'm a little curious about. I'm not a brass player, if you don't know. I'm a percussionist. So always try to think of range and comfortable voice leading for each individual part, but I'm not entirely convinced that I have it down to a T here. And I'm also a little concerned about breathing in a couple sections, so I'm gonna ask about that and see if I can get feedback on that stuff. But anyway, thanks for checking out this scoring vlog. Like I said, I'm gonna be writing a lot more because now I have the time. I'm not working on that course anymore, so I'm happy that that's done with and I can get back to writing, which is fun and frustrating in its own way. So happy to be back. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you join me in the next one, and as always, take care.